Good morning. Oh, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. Happy hump day to you. Boy, the days fly by. Already Wednesday. This weekend is first Saturday, so get to celebrate some gifting. And if you're in San Diego and want to join me for a outing to distribute used clothing and food and care packs to some folks in our downtown area in San Diego that could use a little extra stuff. So we do a little street boutique every first Saturday of the month called First Saturdays. We do it at the Third Avenue Charitable Organization, Taco. And it is a hoot. And I don't use that word lightly. Shenanigans, hootenanny, hoot. These are all words that I only play those cards when I have like a double. I was trying to make an Uno reference. Man, I blew it. Well, if you're joining me here in this morning, I'm grateful that we can say together we're gonna share our gratitude. Oh, welcome to this day. Good morning. Welcome to Love Mornings. If you're here, say hello so that we can see the names and the people. We are here on YouTube and Facebook, so I might say hello to somebody that you don't see their name, but we are congregating in this space beyond time and space, this Hug Nation, this Love Ambassador meetup that we do every day at 9 o'clock a.m. And if you like the vibe, you're also welcome to join any day at noon for a little Zoom gratitude circle where we can actually see each other's face. That is delightful. And then at 6 p.m. I do the same thing. And if you're European and you want to go to the 3 or I think it's 4 a.m. now with time change, you can join then. And would you like my t-shirt? This is a Hug Nation shirt available in the store. Love More, Fear Less. This is actually one that was super dingy and I bleached it yesterday and it looks all nice now. Good morning, Gerbot. Yeehaw! Good morning. Gerbot is grateful to be here. Transcending time and space, right? I mean, feels like we've already done a lot today. That's a big accomplishment. Transcended time and space. Cha-ching! Thank you, Brandy. Appreciating the shirt before I even said so. Thank you. I think it says Love More, Fear Less on the back, too. Oh, I actually just ordered another one of these before I bleached this one because this one was so dingy. I'm like, oh, I love this shirt, but it's so ugh. And then I bleached it. I'm like, oh man, now I've got multiple of the same shirt, but that's okay. It's kind of like a uniform for me. Welcome to this day. If you've got something you're grateful for, would love to hear it. I am grateful for another day of a solid morning routine. My morning routine is I wake up, I stretch as I listen to affirmations, either ones that I recorded or there's some by Prince EA that I've been listening to. I stretch during affirmations, then I go for a walk, like 15, 20 minutes. I walk into the sun to try to get sunlight in my eyes first thing in the morning. It's about 7 o'clock when I can see the sun, so I get like bright sun as best as can. Although this morning there was gorgeous clouds, so the sun was peeking through, so I did get the sunlight, and the clouds were really beautiful for the sunrise. So that felt good. So I listened to, and then when I'm doing that, I listen to a recording that I made of morning gratitude, and that's kind of, I walk there, and that's like 6 minutes, and then I listen to a 16-minute morning blessing that I created. So it's this whole like self-created morning audio soundtrack to the start of my day. Thank you, Stacy. Love More, Fear Less, Float More, Steer Less. That's the name of my book. Or one of my books. It's available on Amazon if you ever want to check it out. It's a book of essays. Courtney is here. Good morning. Sending hugs and positive energy. I feel it. Thank you. I'm grateful that you're here today. Good morning, Beth. and Stacy. Brandy is grateful to have an awesome therapist that I got to work with first thing this morning. It's awesome to have actually made a good connection with a state-funded therapist. That's awesome. Yes. I realize I'm actually in like a pretty big window. I'm going on vacation to see Asher next week, and one of my therapists is gone this week, and the other one is gone the next 3 weeks. So I have a gap in therapy, which I think it's okay. I'm still making plenty of introspection, plenty of thoughts, plenty of trying to stay on track. My big focus right now in growth is meditation. When I say my big focus, I've got so many focuses, especially like what I should say is the big focus on my mind this morning was meditation, because actually last night I did a breath workshop. You may have seen what I wrote about and I talked about 2 weekends ago. I did a holotropic breath work that was so wild and so crazy for me. But the other people in my group didn't have quite the same intensity. But it was so powerful that I was like, I definitely want to do any other breathwork stuff. And I started looking into other options. And a person came through town named Ocean Eagle, and he's doing like a tour of breath work. It's called Awakening. It's got his own style of breath work, which is greatly influenced by holotropic. In fact, the soundtrack, the music was very similar, very loud music during both of them. The big difference was the one I did last night was an hour and a half of breathing instead of 3 hours. And there was hands-on. So he went around and did like healing, like moved energy up the chakras over the course of the hour and a half, which was pretty awesome. I did get an opportunity to work through my thoughts because my previous experience was so visual and like psychedelic almost. And last night I did not have that same experience. No visuals whatsoever. I was trying to like bring thoughts into my mind, and I had no visual at all. But I did have a energetic, like a massive weight, like in my root chakra, and then it was moved up, and then it was moved up, and then when I lost my voice when I was doing it. So it was awesome, but it didn't have the holy fucking shit, holy fucking shit, holy fucking shit, holy fucking shit that I had the last one. I still am going to continue to seek out breathwork opportunities, but after the last one, I was like, dude, maybe I'm going to go to training and become a breathwork facilitator, because this is as powerful as, almost every plant medicine journey I've ever had. But now I know that it's not always that way, which is the same thing with my plant medicine journeys. Some of them are super intense, and a lot of them are like, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Courtney's saying that I love deep breath work during yoga. That is something I need to integrate. Is yoga. When I do my morning stretches, I don't even call it yoga because I'm not really focused on breath, but I am doing yoga poses. So good reminder. Good morning, Catherine. Catherine is grateful for lunch with an amazing person today. Me too. I too am grateful for a lunch plan on the horizon. This should be delightful. Thank you for being here. Good morning. And I love you. If you are here live or watching this recording, you are welcome and invited to share where you are physically and something you're grateful for, so we can feel the presence of these beautiful, open-minded, open-hearted people, like-minded, open-hearted people. That is how I usually phrase it. You're probably open-minded if you're here, but I don't want to label you outside of being like-minded, open-hearted. And the way this broadcast started, it was I had a download, an ayahuasca retreat that I was going to start the day and say I love you to everyone that popped in. So I have kind of softened and loosened and fallen away from that. So I will say I love you. And I am broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook right now. So you might be hearing me speak to people and you're like, where are they? I don't see that name. Is John still hallucinating from his breath work? Possibly, but I am speaking to people who are in on the Facebook stream and the YouTube stream. For example, Courtney on YouTube says, Reiki makes my eyes stream tears. And she's grateful for my positivity. Thank you. Brandy participates in 3 different groups through the week. 2 are mindfulness, meditation, and chronic pain related. The facilitator has badass training background outside of the official training. Interesting. Brandy is grateful to have picked up the teachings of Don Juan again for the reminders of the Toltec ideas. Hi, Lori B. Good morning to you. Love you. Good morning, Faith. Good morning, Stacy. Stacy's in Montana. Grateful to see mom and sister soon. Been 2 years. Oh, that's awesome. Carol is saying hello from Illinois. Good morning. Grateful for the warmer weather, my family and friends, and my pup, Kismet. Yeah, I love that. Lilu's here. Good morning. Lilu says, I'm grateful for a sea change of my bad attitude. Woke up smiling. Yay! Brandy is in Connecticut, just beneath Springfield. I'm in San Diego, California, where it seems to be a little overcast, which is my favorite. I do like a little overcast. I'm grateful for some of the mantras that have been really helping me lately. No urgency has been just, no urgency. No urgency. In fact, I just added a t-shirt to my t-shirt store, a beige shirt with brown, says no urgency. So I'm looking forward to getting that in the mail shortly. I will model it as soon as I can. If you're not aware, I do have the lovemorefearless.com t-shirt store where this shirt is from. This says, I think it says Hug Nation. Yeah, Hug Nation here. And there's a little hugging logo of Hug Nation. Buenos dias, Gracie. Ashley's here too. Good morning. Ashley is grateful to be starting a new type of therapy. Care to share what type of therapy? I will say, if you're going to buy a t-shirt, I recommend not buying the current version. I don't think I've taken it off the store yet, but it says sexy, silly, sacred. I love the shirt, but the printing is too thin on the type of shirts. I use these tri-blend shirts that are super soft, but the thin printing after like 10 washes starts to kind of not look so good. So I've got a couple shirts that I'm unhappy with how they are weathering. And so if you're okay with it only looking cool for 10 washes, go for it. Otherwise, any of the other shirts I think are last nice and long. EMDR therapy. Yes, that's the eye motion one, I believe. Yes, I've heard fantastic things about that. I am eager to hear how it works for you, Ashley. And if you don't mind me saying, Ashley, I am grateful to be connected to you. Ashley watched a YouTube video of mine about trauma from years ago, found her way here, and has been attending the gratitude circles in Zoom. So it has been a wonderful connection. And then, and I think, I don't mean to speak for you, but you found the real blessing of these beautiful people that show up to gratitude every day. Really wonderful, wonderful folks, just like here, but the Zoom allows you to connect a little bit more because you can see each other's faces. At least for me, I don't want to project how you learn and how you feel and how you connect, but it is, words help, energy helps, visuals help, touch helps. Gerbot says it is raining again in Sacramento. Boy, this is a year of moisture. Does that bother you when I say that? Moist. 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 Good morning, Brent. Hello to you in Florida. If you did not hear, I'm live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can hear me speak to people that you might not see their names, but we are connected in this space. We will have a hug momentarily and then go off onto our days collecting this cumulative energy that we create together and distributing it in the world as love ambassadors. I went to this breath work last night, and when he asked me, he's like, you got a good energy, like what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a full-time love ambassador, which is also how I introduced myself in this week's Stay Sparked, which I highly recommend if you have not listened to Stay Sparked yet. It is the podcast where I think we're on episode 19. Wow. And this week's episode is about art and what is art and creativity, and specifically how Burning Man has changed, Betsy Yanus and I, how it's changed our concept of being an artist and how we are artists in the world in the different ways. And we also talked a bit about the obstacles and why society and our acculturation really discourages us from tapping into our creativity. So I encourage you to have a listen. Or you can go, wait a minute, you can talk about it now if we want. I just pound tea in the morning, and then I realize I've only got about a 10-minute window before I got to go to the bathroom. Wow, an atmospheric river again, Lori B. Yikes. Brandy says, I so dig and appreciate that we have this place to get together energetically outside of both time and space. It is important. Agreed. Well, I think that it is probably a good time as any to have us hug. So wherever you are in this moment, let's give ourselves a big squeeze and feel me holding you as you hold me and all the people here beyond time and space. All of these spirits connected through shared humanity. Let's forgive ourselves and forgive others and have no urgency. Just being present for one another, being love ambassadors in the world. As we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful ambassadors, thank you for being here for our Love Morning. Love you. Thanks for being a part of Hug Nation. And as I always forget to mention, if you go to johnstin.com, that has links to the gratitude circles, t-shirts, books, all the things. I'm not a good self-promoter, but I'm trying to be better at it, because you know what? I think there's plenty that I think is cool. There's also an offer for a free sticker if you send me an envelope. So look at that. Stephen is here from Scotland, who beat Spain 2-0 last night. Grateful for that. Well, congratulations, Scotland. I knew that Spain could not hold up to your powerful sports. Yeah. So thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Be here every day at 9. And I love you.